Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erika, and today I'm going to be bringing you all my first impressions and some swatches of 3 of the new Rare Beauty blushes. So right as soon as I saw them on the website, I was so excited to order them. I am a huge fan of like compact blushes, and they're like a creamy formula. So right away I was drawn to it. I love cream blushes, and blush is probably my favorite makeup product that to like ever exist. I love blush. I'm not wearing any, so I really do love the way that it livens up my face. I got this package yesterday and it was a little bit too late in the day and the sun had already pretty much gone down for the most part, whatever sun is left here in Ontario, but basically there wasn't any time to really film and give you nice lighting to really show you what the colors look like. So here we are the next day. Sorry for making you all wait, but I'm very excited to show you all the 3 colors that I got. To the best of my understanding, these new blushes come from the Stay Vulnerable collection. I feel like she's sort of grouped them up into different collections, and this one says Stay Vulnerable. I also got a little sample of the Glossy lip balm in Nearly Neutral, and basically what I understand from seeing pictures on social media is that she's done sort of a monochromatic look, so that there's an eyeshadow color, a glossy color like for the lips, and then there's also a blush color. So I think that's like a full face basically of monochromatic looks. Here are the 3 colors that I chose. Nearly Berry. That might actually be the French side. Canadian problems. Okay, here's the English side. So Nearly Berry, Nearly Rose, and the last one is Nearly Neutral. So while editing, I realized that I deleted the entire first clip of me swatching Nearly Neutral and Nearly Berry. So here we are again. I'm trying to race against the sun outside because I really do love filming my videos with natural light. So I'm gonna do my best to swatch them for you and give you a full look. And obviously if you are seeing this clip, then I successfully beat the sun. But for now, fingers crossed that it turns out okay. Straight from the box, these all have such beautiful packaging. Here you can see Rare Beauty in gold. It is raised lettering, so you can actually feel it. And then it has a simple clear sticker on the back with the color. And then when you open it, it has this beautiful gold detailing with the pan in the middle, and that beautiful dip shape really is gorgeous. It has a mirror on the top of the compact, which is very helpful whenever you are using it. And it even has a magnetic closure. Again, this is Nearly Neutral. I want to say that these are very balmy textures, so they're very soft to the touch. It almost feels like I'm dipping my finger into like a lip balm. So I'm gonna just do it on my one cheek. I'm gonna use the compact in here so I can see it. Now, these are very buildable cream blushes. What I've noticed by using them quite a few times now is that they go from a creamy texture to a very powdery texture, which is really nice for beginners or people who like to build up their blush slowly. I know that the Rare Beauty liquid blushes were very like pow pigment, like you would put one dot and you'd be like kind of screwed, as in the sense that you can't like really undo that. But here, when you put on this like really creamy balmy texture, it just feels so nice on the skin. It creates this beautiful like flushed color, and it's really easy to work with, very blendable, and just like you can't really go wrong with this. And I say that about a lot of blushes, but this one is definitely true because it's so buildable. You can really work up to whatever coverage as far as blush goes you really want. So this is Nearly Neutral. It is very much a neutral pinky brownie color. It's really, really beautiful. I feel like it's a basic color in like a starter collection, or if you're looking for an easy everyday sort of blush, I feel like this is really nice. As I mentioned before in the clip that I deleted, it truly reminds me of Maybelline's Bounce blush, and it was, I don't know if it was just a Canadian thing or if Maybelline had it like wherever they sold Maybelline, but it was like this, it literally looked exactly like this sort of component, but it was round, and then once you worked in and used it, it started to develop like that dip shape like like this blush actually has. This one is definitely more of like a solid blush, but as far as the bouncy one from Maybelline, it was very much like a squishy mochi, but this one is definitely a hard one, but they're just very similar just because of the shape. Here we have Nearly Berry, and it comes off as like this really deep like red. It's like a bright winey red almost, but we're just going to start off lightly and work this in. It can have a lot of color payoff, and you really are able to like work it in, and it has like this like soft like powdery finish almost, and it is really, really easy to work with. Again, I don't have foundation on underneath here. This is just like, I just spot concealed my skin. So I guess that would definitely make a difference with how you apply this. I'm not somebody who wears foundation at all. I usually just wear tinted sunscreens. So that would definitely affect, like, because I'm doing a lot of like rubbing and moving. It doesn't seem to be displacing any of the concealer I put on any of my blemishes, which is really nice, and you can see the difference of the berry versus the more neutral color. This definitely looks more like brown pink, and this is more of like a red berry color. So these are the two colors on my cheeks. Again, they're very, very beautiful. They're really nice colors, and I am a big fan. So here I am back with the swatch of all three of the colors. This is berry, this is neutral, and that is the rose color. I felt like these three colors would probably be the best suited to my very pale skin. I do have like dark features as far as hair and eyes. However, my skin is very, very pale. I'll probably put in the description box the different examples of what foundation I wear so that you'd be able to get a good feel for what color my skin is. So now I'm back with a blank canvas again. I took off the other two colors. They were very easy to take off with a cleansing balm and some water, and they just came right off. And then I just re-concealed my face to have like a blank canvas, because I do have some blemishes here and there that will sort of like skew it more red pinky, but not to worry, because we are now moving on to Nearly Rose. So I am going to go in now. My fingers are clean, so I can use any and all of them. But we're going to be very careful with this, because I feel like I don't want to go too crazy, because it is very much a Barbie pink color. But again, I do really love this sort of shade. I think I almost like this one more than the berry color, just because I am very pale, and this is one of the colors that I feel like looks the best on my pale skin, is like a really pink color, because I feel like this is even more of like it's not like a cool pink either. It's almost like a warm pink, which is really nice, because I do have like olive undertones, which doesn't make me go on like towards the cool pale side. It's more of like the warm pale side. So like I'm fair, but I'm warm undertones because my mother's Mediterranean. So I definitely have some warm undertones. So I feel like this is a really nice sort of warm tone pink. But it is still like that Barbie pink, which is really cool to find. So as far as determining if they're worth it, if you should pick one up, that really depends on your own collection. If you have your staple everyday blush that you're absolutely obsessed with, I wouldn't say jump to get the Nearly Neutral in this collection. It's nice, but again, if you have your go-to every single day, then it's not like something that's crazy different or crazy like a must-have in your collection. But definitely, if you don't have like a popping color, like a berry color or a really pink color, these are beautiful. The finish is really nice. They're dewy, but they're soft matte. They're like a powdery matte, so they're really nice. These colors pop, and because they're so easy to work in and they start off really, really light and then build their way up, you can't go wrong as a beginner. If you are a beginner to makeup, you shouldn't be scared of these. They're really easy to use, and because they have like a more powdery consistency, you don't need to wait for anything to dry down. Once they hit your skin and you rub it in, it goes straight to a powder, works in really nicely, and it is definitely layerable, which is a great thing for like a cream product. So yeah, as far as a beginner goes, and if you are somebody who already has their collection collection very developed, but you don't have like a bright pink color that's more on the warm side, or a really deep, rich berry color, I feel like those two colors are something that's really a pop for me. The neutral is kind of just great if you're starting out and you haven't tried any cream formulations. However, I feel like I have a lot of similar neutral colors to this one, so it's nothing that's like stand out in my collection, other than obviously the formulation, which is really cool and unique to these Rare Beauty products. And as far as this lip balm, the closest thing I can compare it to, I feel like, is the Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream, and it's in Fenty Glow. They're very comparable. The Fenty one is definitely more pigmented, I'd say, so you only need like one swipe and you have all that color, but it is more of like a pinky neutral versus the Rare Beauty Glossy, what is this thing called? Sorry. It is the Glossy Lip Balm. It is so much like a balm. It is very, very comfortable. You can see one swipe is definitely much less pigmented, but I do love a good brown color, and this one feels more comfortable almost. It feels more like a balm and is creamier than the Fenty Beauty one. However, I feel like that is truly up to you. If you're looking for more of like an orangey pinky neutral, then definitely go with the Fenty one. But if you are more of a brown girl like myself, you will really, really, really love the brown pink neutral from Rare Beauty's Glossy collection. So it's really just up to you. They're both beautiful. This one from Fenty is definitely more pigmented, but when you work this one up, it's so creamy and so rich that I definitely will be gravitating more towards the Rare Beauty one than the Fenty one. But that is it for this first impression and swatch video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helped you sort of figure out where you're leaning towards if you are wanting to purchase anything from this collection. Again, I only did my impressions for a very, very small fraction of the collection. So definitely check other creators' videos out, because there are some great ones here on the internet that do showcase the entire collection that they received from PR. This was all purchased with my own money because I do genuinely love Rare Beauty and all of the things that Selena Gomez stands for, and the products themselves are really, really, really high quality, so I do love them. But again, this is just my opinion and my view of the blushes and the creamy gloss. So that is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.